Yesterday, it's a good thing we made hay. This morning, not so much. It drizzled most of the night. Good morning. It is Saturday, November 21st. Welcome back to the garden. You know what that means? Subscriber celebrations and a quick review of the garden. This morning, you caught me removing some of the old fencing off of the north side. We're keeping the hot wire up. We still have that armadillo and a couple raccoons roaming around. We still have stuff growing in the garden. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute. As the season in the northern hemisphere winds down, we're getting fewer and fewer submissions. But we got a couple of our subscribers. They're pretty handy in the kitchen. We're going to visit them here in just a little bit. Now, if you want to be part of the subscriber celebrations and highlight what you're doing in your garden, especially in the southern hemisphere, just leave a comment below and I'll figure out how to get in touch with you and we'll figure out how to get your material so we can help celebrate what you're doing in your garden. So let me go ahead and get the rest of this fence taken out and then we'll go take a look at the garden. Now, the plans for the greenhouse are coming along just fine. We still have a little time before we need to get that put up. What we really need to concentrate on right now, and what we've been doing, is finishing getting the mulch in on the garden, so that's ready to plant next spring. We also have a bunch of stuff that's still alive that needs tended. Got a few new ideas on how to deal with the cold frames for the things that are still in the garden. We might even be able to plant some cabbage here pretty quick. Wouldn't that be something? It's all about extending the growing season. I'll tell you what, after using my own homegrown cabbage and making that chow chow and the coleslaw that we've been having recently, oh man, if I can get some cabbage going, sooner the better. And I think right now, if we can do it in a cold frame, keep the slugs off them, we might have a really nice spring. We'll see what happens there. Marlena's pretty handy in the kitchen and she's getting a pretty good following of folks that like to buy her jams and jellies. I'll leave a link down below. You can get in contact with her if you're interested. But look at this. This is awesome.
No sugar blackberry, blueberry jalapeno, blackberry, more blueberry, cherry jalapeno back there. I've got some elderberry, raspberry apricot, not sure what that one is, and peach. Over there is pear butter and strawberry.
Talking about being in the kitchen, I'm gonna have to do some more pickled beets. Aren't those beautiful? Our bok choy's now put seeds on, which is what we wanted. And believe it or not, the kale is growing faster than we can pick it and eat it. And we've thinned these beets out pretty good. The beet tops are almost as good as the beets themselves. With this cool weather, they're very, very sweet. The beets almost never make it from the sink to the plate. Me and the wife sit there and eat it right there as we're peeling them. One of my favorite things for the holidays is fresh peas off the vine. And I cannot stress how good these taste. It's not what you get in a can. Now, Jim saw the amount of tomatoes we picked off right before that first frost. He had an idea what we could do with some of them. Fermented cherry tomatoes. Step 1, wash tomatoes. Step 2, prick the blossom ends. Step 3, wash your jars with a mild soap and rinse well. You don't need to boil these. Step 4, add peppercorns to taste. 5, add garlic to taste. 6, add the tomatoes. Step 7, make brine. 2 cups of non-chlorinated water. If you're using tap water, filter well, boil and let sit overnight. This brine consists of 2.5 to 3 teaspoons of pickling salt. Do not use the iodized salt. Step 8, pour brine into jars. Step 9, add your pressure cup or your weights to keep the tomatoes below the brine. Step 10, add cap. Step 11, add airlock. Step 12, pour a little brine into the airlock. Step 13, add airlock float. Step 14, ferment for 3 to 6 days. Step 15, replace airlock with regular cap. Step 16, refrigerate. Step 17, till the jar is empty, enjoy. Jim, thanks for walking us through how to ferment cherry tomatoes. I want to thank everybody that's participated in this celebration. What you do out there is inspiring. You know, I was a guy with a pitchfork puttering around in the garden. I had a dream of not ever having to weed again. Thought y'all might be interested, but you've really made me up my game. And because of that, it's almost the end of November in Oklahoma, and we're still picking peas. We still have beets in the ground. We're still eating lettuce. And I'm looking forward to the carrots freezing so they turn to sugar. And it's all because of you, and I want to thank you for that. One of the things I like to do with the Swiss chard, you can eat just like celery. That is awesome. The other thing I like to do with the Swiss chard, chop it up and put it in a stir fry. Very, very nice that way. Still one of my favorite things are these bok choy flowers. I'm telling you, there's nothing like growing your own food. If you want to see some of the other celebrations that we've had throughout the year, click that link right there. If you hit the like button, it would really help out. Remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.